Hello, friends. Welcome back. Hi, Merlini.
Hello.
Well,
I give up coaching duties.
yeah, no more Coach Merlini.
No.
All right. Well, we've got a game
It's
3
the
on our
same story.
hands.
Korok to fall again and again with Reincarn in ages again.
Casting games like that are a little depressing when you see one team that's ahead and then they slowly let it slip away, and then by the end they're just getting slapped around. You're just like, man, what happened? How the mighty have fallen. This is it, though. This is Navi US need to get their shit together. This is do or die. Leviathan have it together, and last game
they're so consistent.
they found it. I know Leviathan are consistently crazy. Pudge the first game, Sniper the second game. They're hard to predict.
They know what they're doing too.
They know what they're doing.
They
know how to
they
play
don't
the
give
crazy
up.
heroes. They don't give up. That's true.
That chat wheel's probably bound to all 8 commands. Don't give up.
All right, don't give up, guys. We got this. Let's see what's going on with these teams here. We've got Brewmaster Wraith King opener for Leviathan. And Navi US, well, they go back to their roots. They take the Tide. Now, will this be the Korok hero? Will this be the Arise hero? That's a different story. But
I think they should maybe just give Arise mid and then just do dual lanes.
I could see that. Mid seems to be where
Reserve
Arise
time.
shines. Like,
Well,
seeing the
okay.
mid Arise
Hold on.
Magnus is a different. It's like a different player. I mean, I know towards the late game it shouldn't matter, but maybe he needs that early momentum as a confidence builder. I don't know what it is, but that was not Arise Magnus last game. That was some imposter. That was garbage. That was not. I mean, I don't know. When you get a refresher and you don't even get to use the second RP, you know something's going wrong.
I don't even really think it matters what Navi US draft. It's just more how they play.
I could agree with that.
It's just like as long as they draft a baseline decent.
Right, but it's not a.
It's not.
It has not been a drafting issue in this series. It has been execution issues to the extreme. Ember Spirit for Navi US. That'll be their 4th. So, how are they going to set this up? That is your Ush hero, I think, right? I think he's their Ember player.
I'm not sure. I'm lagging.
Having some lag issues.
So
man. Merlini lost his packets, guys.
Yeah, dude. It kept happening last game. Then I have to keep looking at your screen.
I know. Condolences, man.
So, update me on this draft.
Nothing's happened since Ember Spirit was picked up.
10
Ban-wise,
seconds
Navi US ban out the Raptor. I guess he's pretty good against Ember Spirit, so that's probably
5
all there is
seconds
to it.
remaining.
Well, the Raptor's also good versus Tide. If you can't get
Reserve time.
Tide Hunter ultimate off against
Yeah.
Chrono.
True. LC now picked up by
Navi
Leviathan.
US's turn to pick.
So 4th pick LC. Trying to remember how they like to run their LC. If they're a safe lane, mid, or off lane, kind of a group. Might be their Shredder.
Probably
hero.
off
10
lane.
seconds
It's good versus
remaining.
Tide. It's also very good versus Ember. Like Ember's so weak in man fights, and Legion Commander
5
forces you to man
seconds
fight.
remaining.
So that's pretty good.
She is very brave. So
Reserve
Leviathan's
time.
draft looks pretty solid, though. They get the Brewmaster, which is good. Probably the support Wraith King. Very ambiguous draft. I don't know if it'll be a Core Jakiro, Core King.
I don't think they like Korjakiro, personally. They like
No.
the physical damage dealers, not the magical ones.
I mean, that seems to be the case. And
It's
this is not
just
a-
safer versus BKB, which Navi US tend to not build, so it doesn't really matter.
Not really a crazy pushing lineup. So, okay. Either way, Wraith King Jakiro, pretty good support duo. They could put the King on the 4.
Who knows, dude? I don't know with this team.
Yeah, who knows?
Who knows, man?
Well, final bans now. I'm getting a little lag too. I'm feeling that packet loss, dude. My timer just jumped from
It's
14
rough.
seconds to 11 seconds. This is a tough life.
So they ban out Morphling, one of Korok's best heroes, and Naga Siren. Naga Siren's a little unusual. But Korok also... Oh, actually, Snaking played it.
Yeah. Yeah,
Who
Navi
knows?
US is sort of a weird team to draft against right now because you don't have a lot of history with this particular roster. I guess they've been playing more games recently, but still isn't very many.
Are they really... you don't need to draft with them, though. So I feel like they're not tough to draft against because you just draft anything, you outplay them.
You just draft what you like, your comfort zone, and then
Yeah.
just smash them in execution.
Yep.
All right. regardless, I think even if Navi US win here and take this series, whoever they face in the next round is going to be very difficult. It's either complexity or not today. And either of those opponents are just, they're not going to let
Navi US smashed complexity, dude.
When?
Not that long ago in the summit.
With this roster?
I think so.
Okay.
It's
not out of the realm of possibility, but I'm just saying, I think Leviathan, of these 4 teams, they are the easiest opponent. And if Navi US is struggling this much here against the lowest seeded team, just wait until they get up against the big Papas.
The big Papas, man.
The Papas that are not going to go so easy on him.
Yeah, Navi 1-0 complexity 6 days ago.
6 days ago? Okay, well, that's good.
Yeah.
Best of ones, though.
They smashed them, though, like, badly.
I'm trying to remember. Were we casting that game, or were you
No,
casting
I was
Dakota?
watching it.
Oh.
I think you two were casting it.
I might have been. Yeah, they all run together. With all the roster changes, like the other day we were trying to figure out which team, somebody from Gerg's squad, which team it was on, if it was Gerg's squad or Infinity Stack. I'm like, I can't even tell the difference, dude. Oh, here we go. Magnus banned. I'm surprised they banned the Magnus. After that last game, I would have said, if you want Magnus, just take it, dude. Go for it. But they're a little scared still, putting out some respect, and that'll open up for a PA final pick for Navi US. So I think that's your Korok hero there.
Yeah, very well could be.
And so it looks like a Rise will take...
I don't know. It could be Korok Ember, though. I feel like both of those are Korok heroes.
I feel like Ush is more of the Ember player, though. That's where... I think Korok's more flexy, and I feel like Ush plays Ember a lot. Is that not true?
10 seconds.
Like, I feel like when I saw on Sna, anytime they picked Ember, it was always your Ush
5 seconds remaining.
fireman cruising around.
Fireman.
He is the fireman, dude. Look at him.
Time.
Why do you think he didn't have any hair? Fire burned it off.
He has eyebrows.
Yeah, well, they're clearly made out of molten lava.
Why can't you have molten lava hair like Lena?
It's already been done, dude. You can't do it twice. This is Dota. Originality is required to be accepted into the clan.
Only one watermelon man allowed.
Only one watermelon. Maybe some other fruits, but... Newsham, he'll grab the Mirana with his final pick here. So Shredder will take the King. It'll be another Core King. Now, this time, Merlini, I'm going to bet that we see a Radiance Wraith King. I'm going to go 80% that there's a Wraith King.
What if they get smashed in
Prepare
lanes?
for battle.
I still think it's going to be a Radiance. You
Okay.
want the over or under on that one?
I'll take the under. You seem to know these teams better than I do, but I have so much upside.
All right. I think Shredder's going Radiance at some point. Probably first item. I doubt he'll get Midas. Unless he has absolute super free farm like we saw in the last game.
Oh, man, he's versus Arise tied, though. I don't like my odds anymore. I forgot to take that piece of bit of information into consideration.
All right. Well, smoke rotation from Leviathan. This is classic Leviathan. They love these invades. They love to get first blood. Fog, he's going to walk right into it. Oh, no, Shredder. He's hot on his trail. They hit him with the odds. Arrow, Ice Path, but oh, there's your Wraith Fire Blast. Fog, he's going to get put into an icy grave early on, 6 feet under. He'll move into the tree line. He rolls over, lays down, covers up his testes, and takes the pummeling.
Yeah, that's by a TP scroll. Hashtag efficiency, man.
That's good. Good work, Fogged. But a nice, easy first blood for Leviathan, and not the best start for Navi US. Who got the last hit there? The Brewmaster of all heroes. So that is a brew starting with a bottle, Merlini.
It's fun.
It's fine.
The battle
That's fine, no
begins.
problem.
No, fun.
Oh, it's fun. Yeah, it's fun. Yeah,
It's very
fun for the brew at least.
Easy double rune control, even though Leviathan got first blood. It's
Mhm.
pretty good. Easy bounty rune made up for first blood.
Yep, right on to McGee, right in the belly. So Magooch down here, he'll be played by the leader of tiers, Mr. Way 2.
Wait, why does net worth not change? I don't see the net worth graph change even after the bounty rune. What the heck? That's curious. Oh, there it goes. Just took a while to update.
You're just, yeah, you're expecting too much out of this graph.
Yo, why does it take like 30 seconds for it to update, man?
It's just
I want
a little
live.
with computers and stuff. I don't know, a little slow. There's
Computers
numbers in the way.
and stuff.
Korok's on the Ember Spirit. He's joined by Fogged on the Ancient Apparition. Mid lane, Walmart man, that's us. He's got those blue light specials. Watch out. He's going to be mid on the Phantom Assassin. That's a Rise. The man of the hour. He's rocking the tide. Looks like he ran into the Wheel of Fortitude. And, well, he's going to get some last hits here in the safe lane. What are we looking at? Dire side. Shibi's going to be on the Brew. Off lane, it'll be Jenkins. He's on the LC. And, hey, Shredder, our safe laning Wraith King. Looking for that Radiance, no doubt. Sunken on the Jakiro, and there's Nushi on the Mirana. Oh, and she's wearing the Frosty Shawl. I like that. I like this mixing and matching. She's got the Crescent Bow, some of the Snowstorm pieces, the Heavenly Quiver.
Sapphire Saber Links.
Yeah. Uh-oh, getting the lags coming back. Well, we can take this time to zoom in on Mirana and look at her beautiful array of cosmetics here. Oh, and the tail of the Moon Rider. Man, I have that bow sitting on my desk. Can't use it anymore, though. Doesn't match my hair.
She has different hairstyles.
Yeah, this one's my favorite, though. I like the Snowstorm mantle. It's very nice.
Oh, Jakiro with level 1 Ice Path. Oh, that was for First Blood.
Yeah, that was the First Blood. You know, the other day I saw Tide level. I think it was Korok, actually. He was Tide and leveled up Gush to get a First Blood. I don't know if it was worth it, because then he got smashed in lane because he didn't have anything. He didn't have enough mana to use his Gush, and what are you going to do if you skill Gush level 1?
I think it's worth it for First Blood.
I think it's worth it for First Blood, but he died twice before he got level 2 after that. So given that, I mean, maybe the Anchor Smash wouldn't have saved him. I don't know. 45% damage reduction is quite a bit.
It sounds like Korok.
Sounds like Korok. Get the First Blood and feed 2 kills.
So,
right. Well, which draft do you like better, Merlini?
I'd have to say Leviathan. I think they have a nice, well-rounded draft, some team fight, some AoE, some heavy lockdown for Tidehunter and Ember, in the form of Legion Commander into Arrow or even Jakiro Ice Path. They have Brewmaster, which is really good versus Phantom Assassin. Like, you have to get a BKB, pretty much, if you're a PA, unless you have amazing Disable, which they don't, especially considering Arises on the Tide. That's also another factor why I like Leviathan's lineup more. What else? What else is going for them? I think that's about it.
All right, BKB for the P. I agree, though. I think this is definitely a good BKB game. And wow, look at this. The heroic girdle of the Dark Wraith. Swag versus Revenge. Is that what that... Yeah.
I think there's some heroes that you just don't pick PA against. Just like, simple, just don't pick it at all. And that,
like who?
Brewmaster.
Brewmaster is your... Why? Because of the blind, or what's the why does Brew counter PA?
Well, firstly you have Clap. Okay, so Clap just owns physical damage carries because it slows your attack speed by so much, and it kites you really hard. Secondly, you have Drunken Haze, which PA can't do anything against unless you get you don't get Manta Style on her. Very rarely do you get Manta Style, so that leaves BKB or MKB. MKB leaves you too squishy, and then BKB just leaves it so you don't do any damage. And then on top of that, even if you do get a BKB, you have Drunken Brawler to deal with, and then on top of that, you have no lockdown, so Primal Split to just destroy you with a ton of magic damage from the Fire Panda as well as the Boulder and then Cyclones. It's just like all around nasty package for PA to deal with. Like, if you have a lot of burst or lockdown, like, you know, like Wraith King at least has a stun, and he's like fairly tanky, so he can still like do stuff during Brew Ultimate. But he also has the Clap magic damage is also pretty good versus PA too. I don't know. It's just nasty. Don't do it.
Okay, well, that's good to know.
It
all makes sense. It's just like a lot of little things that just kind of add up where Brew is.
Well, Brew's just very good versus almost any heavy physical damage dealer. Like Lone Druid too. Lone Druid just gets wrecked by good Brews. Faceless Void's a little bit different because he has Chronosphere, but in terms of any physical damage dealer without a stun or a silence, like Brew is just king.
All right.
He's the king, man.
He's the king. All right. Finally back in it. Have mercy on us, Valve, please. The East server is not looking so good today. So where were we? Yeah, Shibby's on the Brew, and yeah, we already went through all of our rosters here. So sweet, right back in it. Only one kill has come out so far. That's that first blood we saw in the jungle, and looks like Navi US doing pretty solid in the lanes out of the gate. She's getting some decent last hits, spamming out that stifling dagger, using that pure damage, baby. Korok down bottom, farming pretty well against the LC also. Only so much Jenkins can do. Doesn't have a huge amount of vision. Did block the pull, but fogged. Being a good old support here, just stacking up in the jungle. Getting some creeps ready for Korok to come back and blast down.
Jenkins right-clicking Korok. Korok just getting owned by Jenkins. Oh my goodness.
Holy crap.
Holy Toledo.
What happened all of a sudden, Korok? You were dominating this lane, and now Jenkins coming in. He'll use the Flame Guard, but Jenkins isn't scared. He's going to keep clicking him. Searing Chains come out. Jenkins, he's going for this. There's no help nearby. Korok, though, will use a salve now. He wants to turn around.
That Orb of Venom, man.
Ooh. Okay.
1 base armor on Ember Spirit. Pretty unusual on an agility hero, but that's one of his weaknesses.
Yeah.
Oh, top lane. A lot of action going down. Arrow will hit a rise, and Kraken will not proc, and he is done. So.
See you later. Now Ogre, yep, he'll be able to survive some. 2-0. It's like a pretty easy setup there. The Mirana Wraith King is just such a good combo.
Yeah, Ogre can
stun.
tank the arrow though, and then they can turn around with an anchor smash.
Yeah, it's kind of just sad that the Ogre has to stay up top now. And has to try and help out the Tide. He did find his level 3, but this is going to quell his experience quite a bit. And a Tide without Ravage really isn't a Tide at all. And Fall to rejoin the lane back down bottom to help out Korok. Ush still racking up the farm in the mid lane, though. He's the leader on CS and actually out farming the Brewmaster. I'm a little surprised to see Brew not go for the Drunken Haze here, though.
Well, he shouldn't need it. You just bully the PA out. She can't trade hits with you because of clap.
Yeah, but still, I mean, 45% miss chance, even if it's just a value point. It seems very useful against someone who's... I guess she farms a lot with the dagger, so...
Yeah, that's true. I like the 3-1-1.
Yeah.
But
it just seems like, you know, there's some matchups where it's just pointless to get the Drunken Haze, and this is one where I think it does slow down the PA a fair bit.
Mm-hmm. Maybe he'll pick it up at 8.
Well, maybe, but... At that point, we're already kind of getting towards that tail end of the laning phase, and more movements are coming around. And yeah, it'll help. I guess in team fights it's still helpful.
Well, it won't help versus Stifling Dagger spam, though.
Yeah, that's true.
Big stacks
Brewmaster.
coming out.
Yeah, he's got a blueberry. He's wrapping around the bottom. He might find a courier here. Pudgeling, haste it up. Nope, not going to move into the lane.
And that's a negatory. Fog did get vision of them with that very nice rune ward. Korok not level 6, so he might actually be in a little bit of danger. He hasn't put his last skill point in yet.
And here comes the Brewmaster. He's got a blueberry. Might get hit by Searing Chains. Vortex going to slow him down. Korok will get completely isolated here. Searing Chains on 2. Brewmaster just trying to close the gap, but they're doing a good job kiting this around. Arrow almost hits him. Would have been an easy kill. Noble effort from Nusham, but they can't do it. Korok will win the kiting war, heads back the lane.
Nice
and
dodge.
Shibby will do the same.
Shibby got his attack or his cast animation canceled by the Searing Chains. If he just clapped twice, maybe could have gotten a kill. It was really close though.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, good work for Navi US though. Great placement on those vortexes from Fog to slow him down. And well, Shibby leaving the lane for all that time. Now Ush has really gotten a lot of space. 33 last hits compared to the 21 of the Brewmaster. So great stuff coming out there. And it should be Navi US pulling ahead in this laning phase. Yeah, got a nice little gold lead for themselves. Now down bottom, Jenkins, he gets caught out. There comes the Ogre with the stun. And it's an easy pick on Jenkins.
The Ogre Magi, man.
Mm-hmm. McGee down here. He's done pretty well. He's just been roaming around, kind of playing the same style they did with the Mirana in the last game. And 0-0-1. Tried to help his Tide up in the top lane. And speak of the devil, he'll get stunned up by Shredder. Sunken's there with the Ice Path and the Dual Breath. Shredder trying to body block a little bit. Has another stun. Arise not going to survive this one. But Korok, he's here, ready for vengeance. Still not level 6, doing a lot of damage to Shredder. Dual Breath will clip him. That'll slow him down. Make some space for the Wraith King. Comes back with a stun. Sunken. Has an Ice Path. Shredder needs to be careful here. He's not 6-eye. There in comes Ush. Brings him down with a Stifling Dagger. Finds a double as he gets a quick crit on the Jakiro. Haste Rune. Perfect time there for Ush. And just cleans house.
Yeah, it's looking real good for Ush. Especially with that really long trek by Brewmaster to leave the lane.
Mm-hmm.
It's somewhat problematic. For him at this point. But Brewmaster's still very close to his Blink Dagger. He's 600 gold. That'll be a very well-timed Blink if he can avoid any deaths. Jenkins, looks like he wanted to go for a duel on Fogged.
I was thinking about it. Almost an arrow flying into PA mid. Just barely whiffs him. Shaves a couple of her whiskers. And they'll go right back to farming. Shredder up top. What's he looking at? Power Treads picked up nice and early. No Midas. And we'll see if the farming begins for the Radiance or if he tries something a little different this game. Down in the bottom lane now, Korok rejoining the party. Got his phase boots, and he does find his level 6. After PA cleaned up those two kills up top, he's a bit more mobile now, and LC may need to be a little more careful, but it's Sunken that's rotated down towards the bottom lane. And only level 4, but we'll try to support the LC, and maybe they can try to set up a dual kill here if Korok's not careful.
Yeah, duel into, or Ice Path in a duel might be real here.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
It's tough.
And
Tough
there's
one to
not
crack,
really
though.
much Fog can do to stop them. I mean, he can put The chilling touch on Korok. Try and help him do a little extra damage. Mid lane, Ush. Primal Split comes out. He'll get hit by the first boulder, and there's your arrow. Connects right in his face. He'll blink to the high ground, right on top of Arise. Tornado's there. Buy some time for the next boulder, and Ush might still actually live this. The Brew not going to be able to finish him off for the duration of the split.
Well, they don't have a clap.
Ush is just too damn tanky. Yeah, Shibi's out of mana.
Yep.
The failed gank.
Yushim also no Starfall for him.
Arrow, again, almost hits Ush, but hits creeps instead. Meanwhile, in the bottom lane, Initiation coming down. Sunken in Jenkins taking a lot of damage. Korok just giving it to him here. Double kill for the Ember Spirit. And Na'Vi US getting so much momentum all of a sudden. Now about 1,500 gold in their favor. Korok just tearing it up here, man.
Yeah, Fog's almost level 6 too. Things are going really poorly for Leviathan. At the same time, they have Wraith King farming away, but he's not farming very fast at all. He is tied in CS with Ush, but this is no like 5-minute Midas like Korok from last game. And Arise doing a much better job of recuperating thanks to the stacks from the Na'Vi supports.
Yeah, looks like a nice triple stack here at the hard camp in the middle of the jungle. No other stacks to speak of, I don't
Radiant's
think.
top tower is
So some pretty good recovery for Arise. Let's see here, about 700 gold. We'll clear up this
Hey,
camp.
coming out in mid. They could be going on Shibi right here.
It will connect.
Radiant's
Ush
top
goes
tower
in,
is
and
under attack.
there you go. But Ice Path is right there. Ush will get immediately repelled by another dual breath. That'll be the end of it. This Jakiro really coming in handy. Tied about halfway to the blink now.
Yep, Blink Dagger up on Brew. So, Korok, not sure what he's going for yet. Oh, Battle Fury it is. No drums. No drums is very risky. He has like no HP. He has +1 strength from his GG branch. So,
Well, he went for the power treads to try and make up for it, to have that utility, but you almost always see Phase Boots, drums, Aquila.
yeah, or Pro Man Shield, or Magic Wand, anything for HP. He's so squishy. But if you have good positioning, if you have good remnants, if you have good sleight of fist dodges, if you have good timing with your flame guard, you can get away with it.
You're talking about the Ember Spirit. I'm
Yeah.
talking about the PA.
Oh,
He's
yeah,
got a
PA?
Claymore first item.
Oh yeah, whatever. Both Battle Fury Rush.
Yep.
Could be Shadowblade. Shadowblade PA is okay.
So it is the Phase Boots on Korok, but yeah. Oh, I haven't seen that in a while. Up top, Ogre, he'll get hit by an arrow. Shredder finds a kill there. And Shredder, 1,800 gold. He's pulling it up. Ice Blast headed to the top lane. Will hit on Shredder. But yeah, no follow-up damage. Not going to force a Shatter on this one. So yeah, double Battle Fury. Na'Vi US, they're ahead, and they're going to use this opportunity just to get those farm tools out. You really don't see this on PA very often, though. It will be a Battle Fury. Has himself the Ring of Health here. I feel like every PA I've seen for the past couple months has gone for at least Phase Drum Aquila, and then 50-50 gone for the kind of delayed Battle Fury to keep up farming through the mid-game. But much more active
likes
early.
the Battle Fury, but they almost never run it without the Wisp. So
Yeah.
you still get the survivability that the Wisp gives you. So yeah, I mean, I agree that you need.
And
some
he
sort of
still often goes
survivability.
drums first, I think, before the... Like, he doesn't just go naked Battle Fury very often, does he?
It's easy, no boots, no bottle, no TP scroll.
Straight Battle Fury, out of the gate, pulling up the gold. Shibby coming in on Fog, double damage, does have a split, not going to use it, finds the kill, just barely. Well, a couple of back-to-back crits there, but double damage rune making that an easy one. Nothing Fog could do other than try and TP out, roll the dice a bit.
Yeah,
Dire's middle tower is
easy
under
double damage
attack.
crit. I mean, that's where the max Drunken Brawler comes in handy.
On the bottom, Korok initiated on now, double damage rune still up on the Brew. And Korok will remnant
Dire's
back
middle
into the
tower
tree
is
line
under
here.
attack.
Nice cheeky plays, and he will survive. Jenkins not going to be able to get in position for a duel. It's all tied up 5-5, but it is Na'Vi US that have the golden experience lead right now. Ice Blast up top, connects on Sunken. And that'll be a shatter, no doubt about it. He's on the run, connects with a dual breath onto a Rise. Arrow hits the watermelon. They still get the kill on Jakiro. Nushim just doesn't have the damage as way to. Positions that big ogre body to bully him out. And that'll be the end of it. Just a quick pick on the Jakiro, and that will stop the Dire push dead in its tracks.
Yeah, I mean, with double Battle Fury coming online fairly soon for them, I don't know if Raken can keep up with this. Even if he does get a Radiance, like, they need LC with dual kills. He only has 900 gold at this point. Korok is getting out of control, especially with the no threat of dual. Shibi, AA in middle.
And he gets off the Primal Split, beautifully done. Now goes back onto Ush. He's
Dispel the
invisible,
invis.
but and he will. There you go. Using that Sentry ward, but I'm not
Okay,
gonna be able to
so
get
two
anything
Brew
out of
ults, no kills. That's really bad for Leviathan.
it. Oh,
Real bad.
yeah. tornado here onto the little PA. That was a nice purge, though. Cute little play.
Cyclone also dispels it, too. But
Bounty rune picked up by the Brewmaster as he fills up his bottle. Ush is just still tearing up the farm. Number 1 on net worth, very high CS, and now just one
Radiant
sword away from his
structures
Battle
are
Fury.
fortified.
How's Tide looking? Arise. 17 minutes, or pardon me, 13
Radiant's
minutes,
top
1,700
tower
gold.
has been denied.
Not too bad. Not the best Blink Dagger timing, but he'll have it at an okay mark.
still, they won't have BKBs, though. Or, sorry, a BKB on PA with this early Battle Fury rush. He still is pretty much squishy, even with Strength Dress sitting around 1,000 HP. They kind of need a lot of damage from Jakiro, though, to be thrown out either. Since he's a majority of their magical damage, especially with Mirana skilling absolutely 0 points in a Starstorm.
Yeah, I guess with the roaming Mirana, put all your eggs in that arrow basket. Basically, if you miss the arrow, you're not going to go with Starstorm anyway, so...
Yeah, but he has Arcanes. He has the mana for it.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Alright. Well, Navi US, no surprise they're sitting back and being a little more passive here. They've got the farming tools, or well, they're still working on their farming tools, and what's coming out on the courier here, that will be your Claymore for Korok. So now he is just a broadsword out, about 1,000 gold, and he'll have his Battle Fury. Same kind of a deal for PA, just a couple hundred gold ahead of him. Arise moves into some stacked Ancients. So he'll get a nice boost to his farm, and with these 2 kills, that'll put him over the top for...
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
The Blink.
The big bad Blink! Whoa! And he's out of mana. He's trying to do this the hard way here, Merlini. Look at this guy. Finally gets him down. Whoa, mid lane, though. Double damage on Ush. Shibby. Looking for something, but...
Arrow is way too late there. They
Radiant
wanted to connect on the
structures
arrow
are
during the
fortified.
clap
Oh,
Ice Path
oh.
Necroplier.
Radiant's middle tower is under
Shibby links
attack.
up to the high ground, finds Ush and Fog. Now TP in from the leader of Tears. Okay. That was sort of an awkward little dance around the tower,
Dire's
but neither side able to do much with it.
Take us.
I'm a little surprised Navi US played that one so passively. The double damage on Ush, you've got some RNG chance there, but I guess since he is not really in fighting shape, they just want to make sure their PA doesn't die and can get that Battle Fury up ASAP.
Nice awareness by Korok, dodging the Moonlight Shadow dual gank.
But he might not be completely safe. Is there a Remnant down somewhere?
It's on the west side of the tower.
I see it there. So presses forward, chains on 2 heroes. But in comes Jakiro, thinking about an Ice Path, not going to find it. Shibby comes out with a Thunderclap, and
They're just wasting all their time ganking the Ember Spirit.
yeah,
They
this is
they should
4
just
heroes.
5-man push mid and get the tower
Dire's
down
middle
so
tower
that
is
they can
under
try and
attack.
contest PA's farm a little bit more. Korok's just playing with them. Until they get the blink on LC, it's not happening.
Arrow will be off the mark. Korok soften him up. Gets
God.
dueled though. In comes the Ravage. Arise here to turn it around. The winner will be the Ember Spirit. Instead, Korok getting that bonus damage. Arise may pay for this. Gets hit by the boulder. He's on the run. Korok trying to help him out, but oh, the Searing Chains just not enough.
Arrow to the face.
So Nushim, now he's on the run. He'll smoke to get away. Shibby goes back into brew
Radiant's
form. He'll
bottom
get left
tower
behind,
is
I
under
think, most
attack.
likely here. The initial fight is a 1-for-1
Dire's
LC
middle
for
tower
Tide.
is under attack.
Small advantage for Navi US, especially given that LC did not get the dual damage. So
Especially,
a
yeah.
little freebie there, plus 10.
Yeah, and he gets Battle Fury complete too. So we're talking about
Yep.
2 Battle
Dire's
Fury,
top
16
tower
minutes
is
in.
under attack.
And that is the relic for old Wraith King. I think you win the bet unless he gets the Naked Rapier.
Naked Rapier.
Naked Rapier.
Yeah, no, Shredder does this so commonly, and it's. I don't think it's good. No, I saw a lot of people chat saying, "Shibs, Radiance is bad on Wraith King." I kind of agree with you. I don't think it's that great.
I think it's great.
I don't know, man. You think it's great?
I think it's
It's not
more than good.
If it's great in situations, then it's situational. Great means it's just
It's great this game.
okay. Great this game. So it's a situational item.
Yeah.
All right. The way you say, oh, it's great. It's just like, well, we don't see it every
It's not
game.
like Naga. You have to get it every game.
Yeah. Oh, long range arrow onto Ush. They'll be able to bring him down this time. It's a good 5-second stun. There's your Radiance. Feel the burn, man.
It's really good versus like PA and stuff too.
And while that's
Dire's
happening, Ember
bottom
Spirit gets a
tower is
solo kill
under
down
attack.
bottom on the Jakiro.
So Jenkins still trying to farm up his Blink Dagger. He will have it in just 200 gold.
Yeah, that's good news for him, but multicast, couple of ding-dings from Magooch.
Yeah, it's good this game, I feel like, since he's going to get kited. Again, that's #1 problem of Wraith King. He just gets kited all day.
Dire's bottom
Melee
tower
carry
is
without
under
that much
attack.
mobility.
Yeah. So the Radiance is, I mean, it's okay in terms of his farming powers. He is #1 on net worth right now.
Yeah, he has to get some
Dire's
sort of
bottom
farming tool though to
tower
keep
is
up with the
under
PA and the
attack.
Ember. Like if he gets like Blink Maelstrom or something like that,
Yeah.
which is comparable to the Radiance Gold, then he won't be able to farm
Yeah.
fast enough.
So he does have some farming tools here. He'll probably still just look for a blink and build pretty normal. It's just this next, like, 15-minute gap where I guess since Navi US went double farming tools and their Battle Furies, he can
Dire's
kind of get away
middle
with it, but that's
tower
where
is
he's
under
really
attack.
weak. And just easy to take down, but here we go. Jenkins comes forward with a duel on Korok again. Another slice of history as Arise flies through, and they lose their LC. It's Korok that lives. They will lose their Tidehunter in exchange. Korok hops right back to
Dire's
safety.
middle tower
And
has
that'll be another
fallen.
1-for-1 trade, tied for LC, just as we saw before. History shall repeat
Arise
itself.
is
Middle
doing
tower
so much
is
better on
under
a Tidehunter than the first game. Like he's in the right position at the right time and doing something with his Ravages. And he's dying, but it's
Radiant's
for a
bottom
very
tower
good
is
cause.
under attack.
Securing Ember's life as well
Dire's
as
top
denying
tower
Legion
is
the
under
dual
attack.
damage. It's huge.
Radiant's bottom tower has
Absolutely.
fallen.
Bottom lane, LVT, they'll get this tier 1 tower kill, but they did lose their tier 1 as that fight started. Ush was able to finish that off. He did not join the fight. And meanwhile, up top, we've got Way 2. Put a little pressure on this creep. Way does have a siege creep, so if left unchecked, we'll do a
Dire's
fair
top
chunk of
tower
damage to this
is under
tower. But
attack.
there's your check right there. TP in from Shibby, TP out from Ogre, and that'll be the end of it there. Let's glance at the graphs here.
Arrow.
There, tell. Whoa! Papa.
Whoa.
Close call as Korok just barely sidesteps. Now they come in another duel on Korok. They know there isn't a Ravage this time. Korok not looking like he'll be the winner. But are they even going to kill him here? Ice Blast comes flying through. They're going to try to turn this round onto Jenkins. Oh, he would have shattered for sure. Still goes
Dire's
down.
middle tower is under
Korok,
attack.
the man of the hour. Look at this guy. Only... Oh, wait, no, that's... I did the same thing you did last game. I was like, wow, only 10 dual damage on the Ember Spear. That's pretty good for the Ember. Only 0 on the LC. Oh,
Wow,
gosh.
that's a crit on top of that too. He's so good with some of the heroes, man. His
Korok,
Ember.
you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. Ember is just
He-
right up Korok's
He hasn't
alley.
been using his Flame Guard defensively enough. Like if you suspect a gank might happen, like when you're
Dire's
pushing a T1,
structures
pushing a
are
T2,
fortified.
generally you cast Flame Guard just to be safe
Dire's
since it's
bottom
really long
tower is
cooldown.
under attack.
Well, and it lasts really
Radiant
long, but
structures are fortified.
still getting away with it.
Shredder comes in on Fog, blinks forward, showing off that stun. They get the kill on the Ancient Apparition, but now they go in onto Sunken. They find the kill there. And on the other side of the fight, Korok and Shibby going blow for blow. Shibby gets double casted. Oh, just barely gets off the split. He does not have much health to play with. They do find the kill on Korok as Shredder reinitiates. Lift's already been used in this tower very well. May fall down. Ush,
Radiant's middle
Blink
tower
strikes
is under
back to
attack.
Arise. Brew about to run out of time here, and they could very well turn this around and find a kill. Duel from the LC, but he gets put in the Tornado. Ooh, not what they were hoping for. Now, Leader of Tears, stunned up by Shredder. He's going in pretty deep. Ush comes in. They'll make him pay. There's your reincarnation. Moonlight Shadow's been used. Ravage from Arise. Connects on the lot of them. They get the kill on the Brew first. Now Shredder's the target they want. They find it. Blink back from the PA. Will survive as Nusham on the run. Will be able to hop to the high ground. Jenkins reinitiating onto Fog. Does not have an ultimate and will be repelled. So,
Bet they didn't. They wish they didn't Cyclone there.
yeah.
That Ravage just destroyed them.
This has
Again.
just been back-to-back-to-back good Ravages. It was a 2-for-3 trade, and even though LVT started out taking the fight, it was Navi US that came out with the cleanup and sunk in up top. Ush just jumps right on top of him and nowhere for Jackie to go, but Ush is just going to let him live.
Yeah.
I'm shocked. I guess
Korok.
well, now Korok's like, Ush, you might be so nice, but I'm not into the Christmas spirit. He's going to go hard onto Sunken, and yeah, that's an easy kill. So there you go, Navi US. Now, the real scary thing here, though, is LVT are not the ones with the farming tools. So there's a little more onus on them to be aggressive. There's a double Battle Fury on Navi US, so if they can even break even in these fights, it's good news. The fact that they're coming out ahead, yeah, this is a little scary for the Dire. Now about 2,500 gold and experience, the biggest leads we've seen so far in this game.
Yeah, Panda ult is slowly but surely gonna
Just what are you hiding?
just become less and less ineffective. And this is what they need. They need to take a big fight off the back of this. Wraith King will have his ultimate online fairly soon too. They need to get, I'd say like next 3 Panda ults, they need to try try and like even the kill score if possible, or at least get 1 or 2 T2s. If they don't do that, Navi US is going to run over them with their massive amounts of farm on PA and
Dire's middle tower is
and
under
I mean Tidehunter 2 is also up there in terms of farm.
Roshan has fallen
He's
to
really
the
high,
dark.
actually, for that core of heroes, where he's ahead of the
Dire's
LC
top
and
tower is under
then
attack.
well up on most of the supports. Korok, though, he's very far forward here in the mid. Yeah, no surprise he gets dueled, and they'll just burst him down. King Grady's Legion Commander. That'll be your first set of duel damage. 108 victories. That's it on
Dire's top
Jenkins.
tower
Not a hero he
has
plays
fallen.
all too often.
Youch.
Ouch.
Let's see, what is PA going for? BKB? Yeah, okay, so she's safe.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, PA is going to be the one that's just harder and harder to deal with this game. Now that the BKB is out, where does PA go from here? I think some lifesteal for sustainability, and then you've got the Bloodlust that's now going to be leveled up on top of that.
Radiant's
Yeah, Ush is
middle
gonna be a
tower is
monster.
under attack.
Or SNY.
Dire's
SNY I
top
think's
tower
okay.
is
Nice
under
HP.
attack.
HP and
Dire's
damage mix.
structures are
Big
fortified.
AO coming out in mid.
Yeah, does a good bit of damage here. Will
Dire's
help slow down the
bottom
push,
tower,
but still the tier 2
Radiant's
tower
middle
falls.
tower
Mirana
has
TP's
fallen.
back. Arrow, ooh, nails a creep. Almost hits Fog there.
Oh, chicken.
Bottom lane, Arise just doing a little split push action. Shoves a big old wave of creeps into that tier 2.
Radiant's
He'll
middle tower
TP
is
back,
under attack.
and there's sort of this awkward movement from LVT. They want the courier. And will they get it? The blink forward, one more. Ooh, Pumpkin. Come on, Pumpkin.
10 armor saves the day.
All right, there you go. Is that courier's name really Pumpkin, or did they rename it?
They renamed it.
Oh, that's a cute name. All right, Korok. I haven't seen much item progression on him since he picked up the Crystal. I feel like he's got to have something somewhere.
No, he's died.
He's died?
Twice.
Yeah, you're right, actually. So he's lost a fair bit of the momentum. Still farming well, but look at this. Present forward. Searing Chains on 2. Ravage from Tide. Dead Jakiro and LC in a matter of seconds. Now they want Nushim. They'll try and chase him down. Korok in hot pursuit.
You know you want to do it, Korok.
How far will he go for it?
He doesn't have his ult.
He'll execute some caution here as the rest of his team moves right towards the tier 2 mid. No glyph from Dire. Shibby comes in. Clap split. Shredder TPing forward as well. Boulder out onto Ush. And Ogre, he'll go blow for blow with Shredder. The ding ding dings, boys! Out comes the reincarnation. And Shredder, he's just going to back it on up. They want the Ogre, but look at this tanky mother. Wait till he's just dealing with it. He's not even that scared. Korok caught inside of the tornado, but he's back down, ready to cleave him. A barrel of laughs as he blinks away. Shredder, where are you going, buddy? He's going to get chopped down. Korok gets hit by an arrow. Plenty of support inbound. The follow-up won't be there. Looks like LVT, they're not done yet. They want to do a wraparound. Sunken, feeling brave. Brew goes right in onto Ush. And now the duel from Jenkins. They will be able to bring down Korok. A little bit of extra damage. Arise, starting to get repelled. Macro Pyre's been used. Jenkins doing what he can. Do they have any way to interrupt it? They do. It's the Ice Path. And it will be Navi US that end up on the back foot after this fight. Were there any buybacks used? No. A 1 for 3.
Technically, I guess 3 for 3 since they got those 2 kills before.
Oh, yeah.
I'm surprised they didn't.
Say, that felt a little more even, yeah.
They need
3 for 3.
They need more survivability on Wraith King. Like, I think he might need a BKB, or he gets the Aegis. Like, Wraith King with level 3 ult and Aegis is just ridiculous. Like,
Yeah.
It often just comes up that many times in a team fight. But, yeah, he's starting to fall a little bit behind in terms of farm. He should be further ahead considering Navi US have 2 late gamers with their massive amounts of farm. He needs more to compensate. But at the same time, LC is catching up, I guess, a little bit.
Yeah, 28 damage. He's getting there. It's 28 more damage than he had 10 minutes ago. I mean, once he gets BKB, it'll be a lot easier for Jenkins, so maybe that's when we'll really start seeing him grab some momentum. But, yeah, he has not had an easy time getting that dual damage. Let's see here. Sunken. He does have Yules on the Jakiro now, so that's good.
Shredder really needs to... they need more protection for him. Like... I mean, I don't know what they can really do, though, versus the BKB rush on PA. Like, PA would just man up on Wraith King easily after his reincarn's down.
So, is this Mjolnir coming
Vanish!
out? Ooh, Shibby. He's scouting it out. Moonlight Shadow, only about 3 seconds left. And maybe thinking about this courier here. He really wants Pumpkin. Daedalus recipe. Korok pretty close. About 800 away, so he'll just hide the courier over the tree line and grab that Demon Edge as soon as he has the repository for it.
He's still really... Yeah, I don't know what they're going to do about the Blink Ravage, though. Blink Ravage mech with 0 BKBs on your side is extremely difficult to win a team fight with. So,
Alright, Brew's going the Assault Cuirass, so this will be Mjolnir out on the Wraith King, pulling up gold for that Maelstrom. Aegis down.
yeah, I think next time they have to give it to good old Wraith King. It would have been so much better for them had he had that fight instead of the Panda. Panda's not really at risk of dying, I'd say. Like, maybe a lucky crit plus a lucky multicast plus Ravage on top of an Icy Vortex, maybe he'll die. But even then, they have like something as simple as press the attack will save him from the fight. So, and then just allow him to split. I don't think he needs the extra life. Fog about to die again.
Or is he? Wraith King? Okay, crits him down. Korok's coming in. I think they were trying to sandwich Shredder since he's isolated, but Fog just got a little too excited. Well, did that one a bit earlier. There is some support inbound here. Shredder does get locked down, but in comes Shibby. Clap on 3. There's your Ravage to interrupt the ultimate from Shibby from coming out. Now gets the split, but does secure the kill on the Wraith King. Boulder toss onto Korok. That Boulder will take a 180 the other way as he hops to his Remnant, and now they're just going to try to kill these little spirits. Might be able to chase down the Earth Spirit.
Barrel of Laughs.
But, oh, Sunken walks right by Korok. Arrow Fluster on the other side. And they will get a quick pick onto the hero. Now Ush. Yeah, he'll be okay. So there you go. 2-0. Na'Vi US. Well, 2-1. They lose their Fog.
Gotta stop dying, Wraith King. Gotta stop dying.
Yeah, it's really slowing down his item progression here. The Hyperstone, it's not bad if someone's locked in place and you can really get a lot of licks in, but he's just so damn squishy right now. Just power treads. It's his only stats, literally.
I think he needs the BKB for BKB TP, or just...
Yeah, he's just going to abandon the Mjolnir now, and he picks up the Ogre Club straight away.
I thought it was AC.
No, the AC's coming out on the...
Oh, it already has it, yeah.
So
why wouldn't you just get Maelstrom first? I think Maelstrom's pretty common to get first. Anyways, yeah, I think BKB's better, especially like when you already went a Radiance build. You're not that geared for physical damage, so you just need to survive and tank it up and outlast their BKBs and use your 2 lives to maximum effect instead of just poofing away.
Ogre, Aghanim Scepter. That's big for Na'Vi US. Support Ogre at that, so pretty good timing here. 30 minutes. Not bad. A lot of Fire Blast to work around with here. He is only level 13, but...
I still think this Roach time is ridiculous.
What do you mean? That we don't know how long it's going to be?
Like...
You just want to know?
Like, why is it a 12-minute timer? I mean, yeah, I know clocks are 12 hours.
You mean like, why is there that extra chunk?
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't.
I think it should just be like 6 minutes, and then after that, there's 1, 2, 3. Like,
I
there's
mean,
two
it's not like
circles.
this clock is telling time. We don't need it to have 12-hour slots. Fogged again, bumps into Shibby. And Fog gets the Cold Feet proc. But not going to live. Jenkins will finish him off with the overwhelming odds, and now way 2. He's in a little bit of an awkward position. Gets off the Bloodlust, TPN from the Tide, and yeah, they're not going to commit forward in enemy territory because there's a big movement. Korok and Ush wrapping around the high ground, and Shibby is invisible right now, but his friend Jenkins is not. He will get to press the attack off, but Ush just hops forward, gives him a big crit to the face, and yeah, he just turns into a blood
Slice and dice.
The sushi chef here.
Bottom tower is under
Shredder and Nushim down bottom. Do a little bit of split push, putting some licks into this tier 2 tower. And we've got Shibby and Korok up top. Korok just getting stalked down by the invisible bear. Good 10 seconds or so left on that invisibility rune. Don't think Shibby can really do too much here, though. He does have his ultimate. But he just...
Leader of Tears getting cleaved.
Not
Not cleaved, chopped. Chopped by a good old Wraith King.
Looking up top, Ush and Shibby just having a man fight in the trees right now, and it's kind of the miss versus the miss battle. Now Shibby gets off the split. Ush, he'll just BKB TP out. He's like, I'm happy to force you to waste that ultimate and make the great escape. He does have to use a BKB charge for it. That was his 9-second BKB. So maybe Leviathan are thinking the same thing, like, all right, dude, we'll trade our Brew ult for your 9-second BKB, no problem.
That's a loss for the Brew.
Bottom tower is under attack.
I think so, too.
Okay, good old Roshan not up yet for another 40 seconds. Shredder closing in on BKB very, very soon. Once he gets that plus Aegis, I think they might be able to take a fight versus Na'Vi US.
Okay,
they have to duel the Ember Spirit, which they should almost always be doing, so they can't slide and just wreck their team and crit. and just kind of control and kite the PA. Just trade cooldowns like Brewmaster ult for BKB or Wraith King ultimate for BKB, and then use their Aegis maybe to do so. But at the same time, Navi US, they can also do Roshan. They got the PA. PA can solo it at this point, I think.
Vanish.
Yeah, I'm the Dominator and now a Demon Edge. Looks like an MKB.
Uh-oh, Korok. Uh-oh. This is bad.
Oh, Moonlight Shadow. Shibi's going running. He's already used his slight. Is there a remnant down? Yeah, there's one way back in the trees, but it just doesn't matter. He's going to get completely destroyed.
Now that's a Roshan. That's really bad. Korok dying at very inopportune times. This might be the start of the end of their run.
He does have buyback, though. Will he use a buyback here? I don't think so.
A ult not going into Roshan. They're going to be almost done by the time they even know.
Yeah. It's just going to take too late. They can kill it so quickly now as Shredder just chops it down. This is Nochi, so Roche 2. Nusham. Arrow actually hits on way 2, and that'll stop their little Roche interception here straight in its tracks. Yeah, Shredder grabs the Aegis and will have his BKB completed. So now all of a sudden, Shredder, he's pretty damn scary here, Merlini. We've gotten past that lull where Wraith King is super weak, and he's got some core items. And soon he'll have a Mjolnir, and now how do you deal with this guy? You gotta kill him 3 times.
You get lucky crits or lucky multicasts, I think, are the easiest way to take him down very quickly. Also, you can kind of isolate him from his team because everyone's so scared of the Ravage on Leviathan. So they kind of just have to draw him out in bad positions and hope he like mans up on them. Legion Commander actually has BKB now, so that might be a little bit more tough. Also, they have to control the Tidehunter in the fight and PA, so and Ember. So still dual Ember if you're Leviathan. Kind of weather the Ravage with BKB, and then kind of kite the PA during BKB, trade Pan ultimate for it, control everyone else, and then focus her down. On the flip side, Navi US, they just have to play around with multicast, spread out, and they'll get owned by Pan ultimate. And Korok has to do his best not to get dueled in the fights. I don't really know how he's going to do that, though, because he's just been getting dueled non-stop.
Yeah, he's the obvious target. But both teams taking out the tier 2 towers here in the top and bottom, and we'll make a push towards the high ground. It looks like it will be Navi US that are forced to react.
Big A
go in. Will connect on quite a few. Ush goes flying forward. Arise with a Ravage. Connects on 2. But Yules and Leap will juke it. Not the biggest Ravage we've seen this game. And this fight will get slowed down. Shredder uses that 10-second BKB charge. And doesn't find any kills with it. Now he'll turn around. Goes down. That'll be the reincarnation. Now the Primal Split from Shibi. Goes in onto Arise. And there's another fight breaking out outside of the base. Korok gets locked down and dueled. It's a dead Korok. Does he have a buyback? No, he does not. This is bad news bears for Navi US. And speaking of bears, they get a stun out on Ush. If Ush goes down here, he doesn't have a buyback either. He just barely lives, but no, he goes down to the Jakiro burn. Now leader of tiers. Forced back to the well. Ice Path onto Arise. He's dead. Navi US close to being the first team eliminated from the Summit America playoffs. They've got a glyph coming up in just a couple seconds here, but it might not be soon enough to save the bottom lane of Barracks.
I think that's unfortunately almost it for Navi US. Korok still gets dueled. I think I don't even know what you get. Lincoln Spear maybe?
Yeah, LC doesn't have an easy way to break the Lincolns. Overwhelming Oz doesn't proc Lincolns, does it?
But maybe with like a Yules on Sunken or something like that.
Yeah.
But, nope.
Triple cast out on it. Jenkins. He may well shatter. Down he goes, but it's going to cost way 2 his life. So they trade 1 for 1 there. Buys Navi US a little bit of time. Korok up in 10. But Leviathan, they know they've got a huge advantage on the field, and they want to make the most out of it. The glyph will be used, and that will be all they need to repel.
Wraith King didn't even lose his Aegis, so he has like so many lives and fights. It's actually absurd. And they can't kill him without trading him BKB. And if they trade BKB, they lose the fight because Phantom will just crush them, which is exactly what happened that fight. PA had to use BKB to get rid of life number 1, and then she got Cyclone, and then once everyone else was dealt with, Shredder just comes in and cleans up.
Well,
dude, the Radiance is ownage, man.
2 minutes on the Relic here. So if they wanted to just rinse and repeat and try that again, I really think Leviathan could and should. I mean, now Shredder's going to have a full... Yeah, he has enough for a full Mjolnir. Probably wants to pull for buyback, but... Yeah, Korok getting caught out, or... well, before that fight, but just the lack of buyback gold. I mean, Ush,
he
got his
hammer.
MKB.
Why would he buy a hammer when you might lose the base
Dire's
push?
middle tower has been denied.
I don't know.
Whatevs.
I don't have an answer to that. I wonder what that's. I guess it's a BKB coming out. That's not going to save you from duel, though.
Yeah, it really won't. I mean, it'll give him another cooldown to play with, but I think he just has to stay like completely out of the fight and just slide a fist from long range, and then immediately after you slide a fist, you just hop back to a remnant. Like maybe Jakiro will be quick enough though, and just ice him after the slide of fist. But he hasn't been playing very carefully at all. Been like, kind of whatever. I'll get dueled, and nah, I don't care. Basher on Brew.
The Phantom.
Wow, you
This
don't
should
see
make
that
my life
so
easier.
often, but I mean, looking at Chibi, what else do you go for? I guess a
Scepter.
Hex would be good.
Scepter standard.
Scepter. Scepters, I don't feel like it's that standard anymore. Ush. Uh-oh. Ush still does not have buyback gold. He could get caught out here. Wow, 4X cast to bring down the Wraith King straight away. He's coming back up. Still has the Aegis to play with. Fogged will get left behind. He'll go down. Now BKB's used. Ush coming back in to reinitiate this fight. They want Nusham, and they'll find it with some Ogre. Buyback now on the Mirana. Jakiro falls, and it will be Navi US that come out ahead in this fight for now, but the split from Brew soon to wear off. Isolates the PA. And Brew will be all right. This is a very scattered fight. Jenkins just TP's home. So, all right, who did what there? It was a 1 for 3, but 2 buybacks on Leviathan. Wow.
They couldn't find Korok with a duel, and that's how they managed to win the fight. And they don't really want to use it on Ush, because Ush will destroy the LC.
Yeah. Just takes a couple of crits.
I mean, maybe MKB on Brew instead to deal with PA, something like that. I'm not sure. I don't think Basher's the right choice here, because they already have enough lockdown for Ember. Like all they need is duel.
I would rather see a Hex come out, honestly.
Yeah, Hex is good too.
Great against the PA, good against the Ember, good against the Tide. I mean, it's just a solid item on a Blink Initiator. Yeah, I don't know if I would still say the Ags is standard on Brew, though. I see it so seldom these days, where this Aura-based build is just a lot more popular.
Well, I think like Blink Vlad's and then AC is pretty standard, but I think
Yeah.
it's still pretty good though. Having like the clap and the haze and stuff like that is, and the extra duration.
Yeah,
It's pretty nasty.
I think it's pretty good. It just doesn't scale quite as well. AC will
Yeah,
scale
that's true.
kind of forever in the Ags. You have to get a lot done with it, which makes it a little more risky. Up top, Shredder forced to use his BKB a little bit earlier than he would have liked, and well, maybe didn't even need to, but
Yeah,
that's
I
a
don't think his team
BKB on cooldown.
Seems real close. BKB is actually a longer cooldown than his ultimate.
Yeah. That was his 9-second charge. No, that was his 8-second charge. Oh, wow. All right. Well, both sides now, we're getting towards that late game where both sides need to be a little cautious because structures will fall, and Navi US, they can't really afford to take another one of these just terrible team fights where their base gets wiped up, because that'll be a second lane of barracks, and they have a lot of battle furies, so I guess they have a pretty good team to try and hold mega creeps, but not really the position you want to put yourself in.
Nope. Wraith King closing in on MKB, man, this Hyperstone. Bet he regrets that decision.
It seems like it. I mean, he's just kind of hanging on to it. So, are we thinking? You thinking crit?
MKB.
No, MKB. Yeah, okay,
MKB
yeah,
for sure.
MKB, derp.
Rapier. It's also not bad.
I mean, I guess a casual hyperstone isn't the worst thing ever,
it's pretty bad.
is it?
Yeah, it's not very damage efficient. If you're like straight right-clicking people, I think it is, but he went a Radiance build too, so his right-click's not that strong. Like, Radiance is like an
Yeah.
anti-kite build and a stay-alive build, and Hyperstone doesn't really help you with either of those.
Well, I mean,
like
putting
this-
it on top of the MKB, it's not so bad. Now he chops pretty fast.
Yeah, but he could have easily gotten the MKB way before.
Yeah, that's a good point.
And
That's a
then-
pretty big investment to slow down that MKB timing.
Yeah.
Ooh, Moonlight Shadow wrap around from
Dire's bottom
Leviathan.
tower is under
Shivy in the
attack.
front lines. He's smoked up, Moonlight Shadowed, and hasted. This guy is ready to fight. And they see him. They've got some detection. Gem on the Ember Spirit. Arise comes in with a Ravage, brings down the Brewmaster straight away. And all of a sudden, Leviathan say, I don't know if we really want to fight this, boys. Sunken's on the backside. May get isolated. Searing Chains onto Nusham. Shredder forced to BKB again. And Mirana will go down on the backside. Sunken gets killed.
Uh-oh.
This is all of a sudden looking very bad for Leviathan. Now that'll be your reincarnation. LC comes in, gets off a duel. Will he actually come out the winner, though? Ush doing a lot of damage, and they get the kill on Ush and the Ember Spirit. Brewmaster with the double. Wow, what a turnaround off that one.
Gotta respect the duel, man. Gotta respect it.
The buyback from Brew, catching him completely off guard.
Oh, wow.
That was close.
That was close. And Roshan, oh man, so unlucky for Leviathan. 2 minutes 40-second respawn.
Yeah.
Whew, that one's a cheese too.
Pretty close to the max. If that was up already, that's an easy roast right there. And yeah, they'll have plenty of time to react to it. So this is just turning into this weird slugfest where both, I mean, look at the graph. There's got a Marianas Trench here where it's gone completely back and forth. And both teams are playing a little sloppy, to be perfectly frank. A lot of these fights are just kind of...
I don't know. I say it's not terribly sloppy.
Not terribly
like there's no
sloppy.
like big errors. It's not like whiff ravages.
Yeah, I guess that last fight I wasn't really slow. It was just a big play from Arise to kind of break it up, and also some luck from the Ogre to just burst down the brew before he could get his ultimate split.
Yeah, it's just I say
A little more luck, I guess. With the ding-dings, I mean.
It's kind of interesting how the fights are going, though. It's like, okay, Korok always gets dueled and then they die. And then, like, both of them completely stay out of the fight. So it's pretty much a 4-on-4.
Yeah.
And then once... and then Korok's like, oh, we got a couple of kills. And then he gets over-aggressive, forgets about the LC, and then dies to duel again. And then they're back to square one. So it's a little interesting how these inter-game fights develop in terms of strategy. Shibi might need a BKB, to be honest. I think BKB would have been pretty good too. Just get
yeah, actually. Yeah, I don't like the bash. I think there's plenty of other items he could have gotten.
I don't like it at all.
I mean, how much is he really right-clicking when he's in brew form, you know?
0.
I mean, maybe he's hoping for an Abyssal, so just to get extra lockdown for the Ember to deal with the BKB. Maybe that's what he's thinking here. Arrow hits on Ush. That's a 5-second stun to get the split off, and there's your duel.
Oh god, that's so bad for them.
Ush goes down. He does have a buyback here, but Jenkins gets stunned up by way 2. It'll cost him his life. Ember Spirit comes in, gets some crits. He gets hit by a boulder, but BKBs it. And now they will try to pursue. Yeah, certainly not the fight NAVUS wanted, and now this row should go to the Dire.
Oof, that's bad. PA doesn't want to buy back. If she does and they lose that fight, it's certainly the game. But even if she doesn't, I mean, Aegis Cheese already 1 racks down. No buyback on Ember at this point because no gold.
And Aegis on the Wraith King. No, they're going to give it to the Brew. Okay, who takes the cheese? It'll be LC.
Well, I don't think Wraith King's going to die twice in these fights, just because PA's BKB is pretty low. It's at 5 seconds. If it were 10 seconds, I think they'd probably give it to Shredder, but
okay.
I think they should have given it for the time that they did have the Aegis, but at this point, he's too... Everyone else is like a really big threat. Like, LC is actually a pretty big threat at this point, just because of plus 92 damage, and because she poses such a big threat to Ember Spirit at this point, too.
Yeah, now Jenkins is getting to that point where you don't want to be solo dueled by this LC. She's hitting pretty hard and going for a Blade Mail now, which pretty damn good against PA Ember. Just takes 1 unlucky crit to get returned, and you're seeing yourself taking a lot of damage here.
And Brewmaster has that basher, dude. Abyssal, oh
there
buddy.
They bring out the glyph, and they will be repelled. Shibby, he's got the lockdowns, so I think this is purely just a beacon tool.
But why? What you like? Do they want to kill people that are in BKB, which they already have duel for? I don't think they need.
Well, but there's 2 cores that are BKB'd. So you've got the PA, you've got the Ember.
But how are you going to kill a BKB PA? Unless Wraith King gets it. And Wraith King, I guess Wraith King already can.
Because so LC can duel the Ember, let's say, lock him in place, and then you still got the Wraith King that can.
I mean, Hex is a good BKB management tool.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. I think the Hex would have been a little better, but. I guess he wants to do damage just in case. You know, just in case he gets into a clicking war, he can
clicking a war.
He can click him down.
Shadows.
Okay.
Ooh, double damage rune, Moonlight Shadow, Cheese, Age. They're ready.
Panda ult.
Dude, they are suited up. They've got everything.
Wraith King is 6 slotted though without buyback, so that is probably the scariest thing if you're Leviathan right now. Okay.
Brewmaster does not have his buyback either. All of the buybacks on the cores are available for Navi US.
This could still go either way. Like if you get a couple lucky crits on Brew or on Ember and a couple lucky multicast on Ogre. I mean, I call them lucky, but you're gonna get some now and then.
Yeah. It's just, will you have the fortuitous timing is the real question. No tier 3 tower down, and there is no glyph, so LVT could try to Zerg the barracks here.
Wow, they didn't smoke for this?
Shredder, well, they did, and then it didn't happen, so.
Middle
Shredder gets the ranged barracks, gets chopped down quick. Of course, coming right back to life, Jenkins comes in with a duel onto Ush. Blade Mail on, this is their new plan. Drop the PA, they will. Buy back from the PA, now the Ravage. Connects on quite a few, they get a kill on the LC. Shredder taking a lot of damage, locked down, killed for the 2nd time. After all that.
Uh-oh, they don't have buyback on LC or on on Wraith King. And they didn't give him the Aegis.
No, they gave it to Shibby. And what?
What in the awkwardness?
Come on, dog. All right, it's lag. But
I mean, I agree with you now that they should have given it to Wraith King, but he doesn't have to buy out right before they go for a massive base push.
awkward movements from LVT where he buys out all of his items, and then they go for the push, and then they don't give him the Aegis. It's like they're sort of mixing and matching their strategies.
Yeah, awkward.
Yeah, and now this arrow's going to fly through. It will hit Ush, it looks like. It'll just clip him, but Shibby's still...
He has no MKB. He can't really right-click him down. And he has Anchor Smash on him.
Shibby's he's in trouble. He's in a very sad time.
Can he live twice? Blink TP out on the
maybe,
second one?
yeah, maybe if... Well, he doesn't have a TP, so...
Oh, yeah.
Maybe he can come from the Aegis, blink, and then make the Great Escape.
There's no way he can make the Great... That's so hard to escape all these heroes.
That seems very... yeah. Not easy.
So they go for the... Do they go for the win now, or do they wait for PA's buyback to cool down?
Well, they don't know that Wraith King doesn't have buyback.
That's true.
So I think...
But they want to force it if it's up, and then they keep pushing and pushing. Like, hey, maybe he doesn't have buyback.
Yeah, I think... Yeah, I think they need to test the waters. NaviUS will push up, and I think if they see that he doesn't have buyback, I think they could probably win the game off this, I think. Because Brew is not going to have a buyback either, so he can't buy back into it. Those are the two big cores. After that, it's just LC, who does have a buyback, but LC with their two supports... I mean, you've got an Ember and a P. You got everybody just running amok. That's not so scary without the Wraith King there.
Wraith King needs more armor, man.
So I feel like NaviUS could almost win off this push. With two heroes in the grave for that long. Like, Brew doesn't have the gold or the cooldown.
Yeah, I get... LC had cheese, but didn't use it. They didn't give cheese or Aegis to Wraith King because he doesn't have any item slots.
Yeah, that's the other problem with this clunky bastard. I mean, what do you drop here for the cheese? Can't drop your Blink, can't drop your MKB or BKB. So it's Radiance or Mjolnir, and you just picked up your Mjolnir, so you don't really want to drop that.
I think the Mjolnir was the wrong choice. I think the AC was a bad choice for him, considering Brewmaster already has AC. He would need the AC for the armor, but if someone else already has it, you can't go 2. It's just a waste of gold, too. So yeah. I think he goes... Like, he could have gone a Heart, too. Heart's still pretty good damage. Heart AC, I think, would have been better for him than Brewmaster getting the AC. And then, on top of that, they didn't give him either of the Aegises.
Yeah. This has been a pretty intense series, but looks like we got some goes. All right, the G's. All right, so Ush, yeah, he's going to get arrowed. Shibby's going to get blasted. He will be able to blink. They don't have anything they can just like put on the ground. Oh, they've got Korok here. And, yeah, Shibby not going to blink. Flame Guard will be more than enough, and some Mega Dings. That's dead Brewmaster. See the, you can hear the ogres laughing.
I don't think they can win right now. It's close. It's close.
Allies.
Yeah, maybe they can't make it back to the base fast enough, but woohoo, way too. Look at this ogre, man. This guy's got some serious bankroll here. Some more multicasting going out on the Nushi, but he picks up a full Scythe of Vice on top of his ass.
Dang, way too.
This guy's rolling in the dough.
Okay, so
Yeah, they're going straight up towards
Leviathan, they want to fight as early as possible to prevent the damage from the Rex, but they want to fight as late as possible too because they want Panda to revive by the time this fight happens. So what are they going to do? Let 2 Rex fall before Panda revives?
Yeah, this
are they going to fight not 5 strong with still no buyback on their heroes?
Ooh.
Like, they're just caught in a really tough spot right now.
Yeah, this is really
Radiant's
awkward. They
middle
do still
tower
have the
is under
cheese on
attack.
Jenkins. Now the glyph has been
Dire's
expended.
structures are fortified.
And top tier 3 tower
Dire's
will
top
go
tower
down.
is-
NaviUS looks like they'll be able to
Dire's
claim
top
this
tower
lane
has
of barracks.
fallen.
Wraith King, no buyback, and we'll be up in just a couple seconds here. Top barracks go down.
Dire's
Korok and Ush
middle
now going to
tower
work
is
on the
under
tier
attack.
3 mid. Jenkins looking for the opening, but Arise hits him with a gush, so deters him a bit
Dire's
from
middle tower
thinking about
has
hopping on
fallen.
in. Marana up in 10, and here we go. There's the fight, but Jenkins, he gets crit, returns enough damage, gets the kill on Ush, falls shortly after. Korok now just trying to survive, turns around. Oh my gosh, now the buyback onto the LC. Way too, still staying his ground in the base, and just trying to buy some time for his allies to get out. Shredder has respawned, stuns him up. Way too will fall, fogged on the run. Jenkins looking for a kill here. Has a blink, no duel, but there's just nowhere for Fog to go.
Okay, so now PA doesn't have buyback, and now Leviathan can end the game. That was a very nice initiation from good old Shredder and Jenkins. The dual blink going on the Phantom Assassin with no BKB, and with the dual locker in place. Very nice.
So good team fight, and I mean, just look at the graph. I feel like this graph really spells out how this game is gone. It's just, it's like a roller coaster. A roller coaster I wouldn't want to ride.
So now they have everything except for a Jigiro. And
they'll have Wraith King ult in 5 seconds, and they have
he's not
split.
gonna die in 5.
And
Well, they can't go for Megas though because the T2's still on top. So now they gotta go for the throne.
they have to go for the throne if they want to do something off this. And there will be a glyph in a matter of seconds. One of the tier 4s is already dead almost. Ogre buys back. Still 40 seconds on PA. This could be it. Korok, dueled by Jenkins. There's your Ravage, but it's not enough. Instant buyback from Korok. Now your second Ravage from Arise. Cleaning up Leviathan. They'll make the hold, and Leviathan soon to be a full 5-man wipe. Oh no, Merlini, this is not what they wanted. Now Shredder goes down. He'll buy back right away. But the Dire just wrecked by the double Ravage.
Oh my goodness.
That is the 9 tentacle surprise right there.
And now Brewmaster doesn't have buyback. LC just used hers, and we're the
Ping pong, baby.
tables have been turned.
Back the other way. Let's go. All right, Navi US. They're going straight in here, and they will do it.
That refresher completely caught them by surprise.
Caught me by surprise a little bit. The second Ravage was there, and
Woo. Arise delivers. When
He sure does.
When it matters the most.
he had a rough game 1, rough game 2, but game 3, man, they slapped him around a bit, and looks like he made some coffee, and now he's got his ducks in a row. Dire side, they've got no glyph here. Korok in the front lines, going right onto the barracks. Will be 2 barracks to no, but they're going right for the win. Navi have had enough mucking around here, and they will try to do it. No Ravage for another 80, and I think they
Have
can
to do
just
something
this.
right
LVT.
now.
Your lifetime in the tournament depends on this. Jakiro gets his head cut off, but Ush, now he goes down.
Oh my god, are you kidding?
They might hold it. Will they actually do it? Shredder, he gets hexed. He's got 2 lives. They're going on the throne, boys. You better jump in. Get him off the throne. Throw your bodies. Buyback from the Jakiro. Leader of Tears comes in. Nusham, he gets blown up. Shredder trying to do as much damage as he can. The multicasts. That'll be the end of his first life. Reincarnation, bringing him back. LC up in 10 and a buyback from the Marana. Now the leader of Tears, Korok goes down, they lose the Ogre! Oh my god, they're still going for the win, but it's not going to be enough. Fog, he's just going to suicide into the well. Jenkins going to get a little extra damage off of it. Here we go. Back the other way, boys!
Wow, Ush. Oh my gosh, Ush. He didn't BKB, and he got simple Wraith Fire Blast into Arrow for the loss.
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh, Ush.
Is this the actual game-winning push here? And there are no buybacks except Tide, and he's the only one alive.
But we don't know. We never know.
He'll have a Ravage, 10 seconds, but it's just no refresher. Gets initiated on, the crits come out. Arise lives thanks to the Force Staff, but now the base. There is a glyph.
Think that's game, fellas?
Navi US, they've got no options. The first team eliminated from the Summon playoffs. It's not done yet. Where's the Ravage? They've got the BKBs. He can't even Ravage it. Come on, Arise. This is all you. Ravage on 4. He dies. He buys back. Refresher in 20. It's over. GG. Well played. Navi US eliminated by Leviathan.
Holy.
In a scrappy series. That last game, just the graph. Oh, the graph.
First, it was Korok that kept getting caught out, and then Ush with no BKBs when they almost had the throw and take it down. Imagine if he had BKB'd right there.
It would have been.
It would have been a game. Oh my gosh! What in the world?
All I have to say is look at there's some unspoken salt here. Not a single GG from Navi US. They are not happy.
Wait, Frog said something.
That was the go from the last pause.
Okay.
The puppy pause.
Well, they must be pretty sad.
They are not happy about that one. Nor should they be.
Whew. I mean, they just look discombobulated.
Yeah, they really do.
They need in-game leadership. They need to press the BKB button. They need to take it down a notch with the aggression. Play it safe a little bit.
Well,
wow,
we're gonna have a whole nother best of 3 coming up.
That was a good one.
Yeah, so we got 3 minutes to our next best of 3 scheduled to start. Complexity versus Not Today will be starting here momentarily, and so the loser of this next matchup will be facing off against Leviathan for elimination tomorrow. So keep on fighting, Leviathan. You can do it. we'll see what they can do. Guys, thanks for joining us. We'll be back after this short break. I'm Ziori. That's Merlini. And I've lost my mouse. There you go. This is the Summit 2 by G2A.com America Playoffs. We're coming right back.
What's the password?